guys, welcome back to another episode of Cushy's Corner, the podcast where we spill tea on teenage life. On today's episode, I'm excited and honored to have Miss Sophia with us, who is a nutritionist. Miss Sophia, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Kushi, for calling me here. So basically, I'm a nutritionist and I have done specialization in applied nutrition from SNDT Women's University. So I have more than 10 years of experience in this field of nutrition and wellness. And over the years, I have helped people to overcome their weight loss problems. And
Yeah.
apart from weight loss, I've also dealt with lifestyle problems such as PCOD, diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, and so many things. Okay, so now I strongly believe that food should be simple, it should be balanced, and I
Yeah.
don't believe in strict dieting. Okay, my approach is that you form such habits which are sustainable and you can do it lifelong. And my goal as a nutritionist is to simplify nutrition and help people build a positive and long term relationship with food.
Oh, that's very interesting. And also, what inspired you to be a nutritionist?
Oh, so basically, like when I finished my 10th grade, I was like wondering what should I do, what should I not do. But then this thing, it was not so much. People didn't know much about nutrition, they were all over the place. So I thought this is a good platform where I can step in and whatever expertise I can give to back to the people, that would be helpful. So, yeah.
Okay. Now let's start with our first question. My first question is that what are some common mistakes that teenagers today make when they try to lose weight or gain muscle?
That's a very important question because what is happening nowadays that teens are blindly following the trends which they see online, and rather than doing good to their body, it's doing more harm. Why? Because firstly there are 5 points which we are going to cover. So they skip meals or they eat too less thinking that that's going to give them quick results, or maybe they are so busy, they are attending colleges, they are attending seminars, they are going to tuitions or some extracurricular activities, be it whatever the reason, but they are skipping meals and eating too less, which is depriving them of the energy that they should need because they are in the growing phase, they need energy, they need more calories, right? So it slows down the metabolism if you're skipping your meals. It causes your mood imbalance because you want food, right? The body needs fuel, but it's not going in the body, so you get cranky, you have low energy. Okay, so that's definitely not a good thing to do. Second is they completely cut out on some parts, some food groups. For example, they think carbs are the bad guys or fats are not good. But actually, as a teen, you need these things because carbs are the major source of energy which is required by the body. Now, fat is very important for your brain development and for your hormone balance. Okay, so you don't have to completely cut out any food group from the diet. Balanced diet is the key. Balanced nutrition is the key. Thirdly, what mistake they do is overtraining without rest. Now you see some guys, they are like gym freaks. Okay, so what happens is they just want to build muscle and they train for long hours in the gym without realizing that rest is equally important, because if you don't rest, recovery is not going to happen. So that can increase the chances of injury also, because if you're not resting, your muscles are going to get injured. Okay, now the fourth thing which is very important is following unrealistic social media trends. Now, whatever you see online, we all know that it's highly edited, filtered, and they have images which are, of course, uh, sorry, edited. Yeah, okay. So they of course pose for the pictures and everything, right? So not everything online you see is real. Now they do some things which are not meant for teenagers, okay? That is meant for adults. But the teenager requirement is different than the adults. The plans have to be personalized. Every body is different, right? So genetics also matter. So you can't blindly follow anything that's on social media. Okay. Yeah, and another important is nowadays teens are so much into like looking good, and we should eat this, we should not eat this. So they rely majorly on supplements, protein powders, fat burners, any detox drink. Now you get up in the morning, you open your Instagram and you see one new detox drink. But without having the knowledge, you just immediately start following those trends which are not required, because natural food will give you more nutrition, and these are just substitutes. You cannot rely on supplements completely. So yeah, these are the common mistakes I feel that teenagers are making these days.
Okay, that is very true because I do see teenagers like that I know also that are really stuck up with trends and they really try to do things. So you would recommend going to a nutritionist or doing proper
Definitely,
research, even if you're
definitely.
a teenager.
Definitely,
Okay,
because
okay.
you
Yeah,
you have to understand what are your problems, how
right,
is your body feeling,
right.
do you have acidity, do you have hormonal imbalance, do you
Yeah,
have skin issues, because not every diet is going to work for everybody.
right, of course. So my follow-up question is that why can things like strict dieting or gym trends be harmful for teenagers?
Okay, so basically, strict dieting or gym trends, which we see online, it seems healthy,
Yeah.
but actually it's doing more harm to your body, because teens' body is constantly growing,
Yes.
changing, so it's not going to be the same. This is just a phase. So your body needs a lot of calories more than adults, if we can say.
Yeah.
Okay, so what points I would like to discuss is, if you do extreme dieting or if you follow some gym trends, so basically you are impacting your growth. Your
Okay.
physical growth will not be complete. Your
Yeah.
height will your height will be affected.
Yeah.
Okay, it will impact your mental health, because you will always be anxious around food. Oh, if I eat this, this will make me look fat,
Yes.
or it
Yes.
will not be good for me. Okay, so you're always guilty after having something which is termed as not healthy. For example, if you want to have a pizza or
Yeah.
pasta,
Yeah.
so you will always be in guilt mode after eating something unprocessed. Again, it develops a very low self esteem.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
then if you do such kind of strict dieting, what will happen is, you will get nutritional deficiencies, because
Okay.
they mostly restrict carbs or fats and only
Yeah.
concentrate on proteins. So what is happening is, you will get acne issues, hair problems. Okay, you will have a weak immunity, because you're not taking the nutrition from all the food groups.
Okay.
Okay, now also gym trends which you see online are not for teens,
Right.
but
Right.
we don't realize that. We just
Okay.
have to follow it blindly. So what happens, whatever you see online, and if you try to do, maybe you're doing it in the wrong form, because you're not hiring a personal trainer. You're just seeing it online and you're doing it. So you don't know what should be the posture, how many sets you have to do, how much your body is capable of taking. So
Mm-hmm.
that increases the risk of injury. Okay, and
Okay.
firstly, the person you're following, you also don't know how knowledgeable that person is,
Right. Right.
right? Whether he has a degree or no.
Yeah.
Nowadays anybody is like an influencer, and you just start
Yes.
following the
Yeah.
trends blindly. Okay, but I would also like to add that not everything on social media is negative. We do have some positive side as well. But why? Because there are like amazing healthy recipes which you can use. Okay, then also they also promote body positivity, self acceptance.
Yeah.
Okay, so it depends exclusively what content you are watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
very
Okay.
important.
So you should know what you're watching.
Exactly.
Okay. And my next question is that what does a healthy, balanced diet for a teenager look like every day?
So basically, a balanced diet should be half portion of fruits and vegetables. Like
Okay.
in a plate, if you take a plate,
Yeah.
half plate should be filled with all varieties of vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, not only greens, but we
Yeah.
need variety, colorful vegetables. Then one fourth of the plate should be carbohydrates, which is your rotis, your rice, your millets. Okay. So that will give you fiber and energy. And one fourth will be your proteins, which are your lean meats, your chicken, your fish,
Okay.
your sprouts, your lentils, and all those things. Paneer, tofu,
Mm-hmm.
yogurt,
Yes.
and some amount of healthy fats are important. Okay, so roughly, if we want to discuss what you teens can have in the breakfast, is maybe you can have an egg sandwich, peanut butter sandwich with some fruits,
Yeah.
some yogurt smoothie. So you get the proteins also, you get the carbs also, you get healthy fats also. So you make sure whenever you're eating, your plate has these all nutrients in place. Okay, you can't skip only, or you can't take only protein or carbs.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
so you have
Okay.
to take in
Yeah.
wholesome things. Okay, so mid morning you can opt for some dry fruits or fruit. or maybe some yogurt or coconut water, or if you like drinking some vegetable juices, those are very good for your body.
Okay.
Okay, I don't that smile says that you don't like vegetable
Yeah.
juices. Do you like? No.
But I do have it often.
Okay, yeah. So it depends on what do you
Yeah.
like.
Right.
Okay, so lunch should be typically maybe rotis, green leafy vegetable, dal, or any kind of protein. If you like chicken, if you like tofu, if you like paneer. Okay, and some salads are very important. So evening snacks should be makhanas, roasted chanas, or maybe
Okay.
again a fruit or khakras. Okay, and dinner should be similar to lunch. Now, apart from these things, these are of course important, but hydration is also very important,
Right.
because that's the part we may fall short in that. So hydration, so approximately 7 to 8 glasses of water, or even more if you can, that's very good. Physical activity, so you have to move your body, because if you're taking out calories and if you're not burning out the calories
Yeah.
also, that's not going to be
Okay.
good for your body. And also sleep is very important. Now whatever recovery you're going to get, you're going to get when you're sleeping. So avoid screens before sleeping, that's very
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
And that's very difficult for, I think, for teens, for adults, everybody.
I
Screen
agree,
is
I
a
agree.
very big
Yeah.
obsession. So 1 hour before going to bedtime, you should switch off your screens and everything. So this is what a typical day in a teen looks like.
Yeah, that sounds good. And I had another question when you
Yeah.
mentioned breakfast, that so that is having sugary things for breakfast a good thing or not? Because I've heard a lot of different opinions about it.
Okay, so basically, depends what kind of sugar you're taking, in
Okay.
what form you're taking,
Okay.
what you're asking, in
Like
what
if I'm
form.
having a pancake and
Okay.
Nutella, that's
Okay.
it.
Okay. So sometimes it's fine.
Yeah.
But again, of course, Nutella is empty calories. You're not
Yeah.
going to get anything good out
Right,
of it.
right.
But if you are combining it with some healthy sources, it's definitely fine. And sugar more, if you keep it in the daytime, you are working out, you're on the go, the body will metabolize it nicely.
Okay.
But keep it very less after the evening times, because the body's metabolism,
Right.
digestion
Okay.
slows down.
Okay.
So once in a while, it's completely fine. You can eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as a nutritionist and a parent, what do you do to make sure that your own child eats healthy?
That's a very interesting question again, because of course it becomes very difficult, because
Yeah.
you are a nutritionist, that's your professional side. You are a parent, that's your personal side. Okay, so
Right, right.
sometimes it's difficult because kids don't behave the same every
Yeah,
time. They
yeah.
are difficult to handle. But what we can do as a parent is basically we can create a healthy environment at home. So what we can do is I basically try not to get all the processed snacks at home. So chips, candies, ice
Okay,
creams.
yeah.
If you don't have it, they're not going to ask
Yeah.
for it. So maybe you can stock up your drawers with healthy stuffs, like maybe some crackers, or maybe some makhanas or yogurts or something like that. Okay, so they don't ask.
Yeah.
Model the behavior. Now kids say that you eat, why can't I eat? Okay, so firstly, we also have to cut down whatever bad things or unhealthy things which we are
Okay.
eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so they model the behavior. Okay, thirdly, I include her in grocery shopping, so she knows exactly what we are buying, what we are going to make. So following a routine is also very important, but we have to be a little flexible.
Yeah.
So following a routine means if it's near to the lunch time or dinner time, we make sure that we don't give her some snacks, because she will be full and she will not have her lunch or dinner
Right.
properly.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to involve them at every step. We have to talk to them at every step, so that they understand and they behave accordingly. But we also, like as a nutritionist, like I said, I don't want a very strict dieting
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
like, because I promote balance.
Mm-hmm.
So I give treats also without guilt.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fine because she's a child, she's growing.
Yes.
Because if I don't give her, maybe in the later she will binge on those things.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
that's very important, that we give her treats without any guilt. Don't label foods as good or bad. Now that is a
Okay.
very big problem, because now us also, we associate foods like, no, this is good, this is bad. Awareness is important. Every food is meant to give something to us.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
what's good for our body, definitely we have to decide that. So don't
course.
stop labeling, because from a young age it creates a mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
foods are for enjoyment and not like a punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's very important.
Okay. And we have a very special guest with us on today's episode.
So she's my daughter. Hi. What is your name?
Zaisa Zoepan
How old are you?
Hilly.
3 years old. 3 years old, big girl, huh? So I will ask you some questions. You have to tell me whether it's healthy or no. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Are chocolates healthy?
No.
Yogurt? Say loudly.
Healthy.
Okay. Ice creams are healthy?
No.
Then chapati?
Healthy.
Then milk?
Healthy.
Fruits?
Healthy.
Which is your favorite fruit?
Mango, apricot,
And
apple.
apple. Okay, that's so good. And do you like vegetables? You like cucumber, no? You like cucumber? Yes.
Thank you so much, Zaisha. And lastly, do you have any tips or any advice that you would like to share with teenagers out there?
Of course, of course. So basically, teens can really rely on some simple habits which they can stick to.
Yeah.
Okay. So, firstly, I would like to say that don't chase trends, follow your own routine,
Yes.
understand your body because nobody knows your body better than you. So, you have to understand what problems you have, and accordingly, you have to start a routine. Okay, eat every 3 to 4 hours, the healthy foods, of course. And if even if you want to eat unhealthy, eat it without guilt, and you should know how to balance it out.
Right.
Okay, so
Okay.
nothing is a no. Whatever you're eating, you should know exactly how do I balance my other meals so that it doesn't impact on my body.
Okay.
Always have a go-to snack with you. So if you're stuck somewhere, if there are long gaps in between your meals, you always have a fruit or yogurt or some protein bar or something that keeps you full. Hydration, I like I said, is very very important because our body is made up of more than 70% of water.
Yes.
So whatever functions are happening in the body, water is definitely very 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 important. Sleep is important because the more you sleep, the more your body can recover. And just move your body whenever you get time. Do go out for some walks.
Okay.
You can do some kind of physical activity. Okay, so don't make nutrition complicated. It is a very simple thing.
Yeah.
You just have to eat a balanced diet. Use food for fuel, not for like a punishment. Don't do that to yourself because you guys are teens. You need a lot of calories because I'm sure your schedule is also very busy. You are always on the go, right? So you guys need that kind of nutrition which should support your body.
Okay.
So don't stop depriving yourself of any kind of nutrients, and don't just blindly follow the trends. And very important aspect which I want to add is mental health. Okay, now I know there's a lot of peer pressure, lot of social influence from outside, but what you can do is you can start meditation if that works for you, or maybe just a simple breathing exercises before you start your day. Okay, now I tell all my clients this simple thing because you don't know, your mind is constantly active 24/7, all the tabs are open. Okay, so just simple breathing exercises in the morning will set your day in the right tone.
Okay, well, that was very interesting and so many insights that we got to know about nutrition. Thank you so much, Miss Sophia, for being here in today's episode of Cushy's podcast. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate all the knowledge that you shared with us. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of Cushy's Corner. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.